Introducing Tony Hancock, Kenneth Williams and Sid James in Hancock versus the Pantomime Mafia.
Did you get that part I found for you in the pantomime, Hancock? Did I echoes like? No, Sid, it's a sore point. That's the 5th pantomime I've been turned down in a row. I've never known anything like it. It's hardly credible. It makes less sense than Dominic Cummings in a Boris government. Bad luck, Hancock. Perhaps you're getting too old. Old? I'm not applying for the role of Cinderella, Sid. No, I can still play buttons. I've still got my boyish good looks. Here, Radley Walsh is still doing buttons, isn't he? And anything Walsh can do, I can do better. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, no, you can't. Be realistic, Hancock. You're borderline for buttons. Why not try out for one of the ugly sisters? They're more like mature men doing that, aren't they? Ugly sister? I'm not ugly. The children wouldn't believe it. And I'm not dressing up in drag just because I've got a couple of crow's feet. Pity. If you had a couple of web feet, you could play Mother Goose, couldn't you? Yes, very droll. You'll have to contact some more shows to earn your 10%, Sid. You're my agent. Get agented. It's not 10%, it's 30%, by the way, Hancock. I'm afraid I'm running out of pantomimes this side of the river. Here's my address book. There must be some more. What about the Alhambra Thames Ditton? I tried them. I didn't even get a reply. I bet you didn't bother to put a stamp on the flaming envelope. Don't be daft. If they wanted you, they would have replied anyway. £1.10 ain't gonna make any difference, is it? You misjudged the age, Sid. Times are hard, and some people are funny about those sort of things. You've got to be careful. It's etiquette. Well, there must be some reason why I'm not getting any seasonal work this year. Don't worry, Hancock. There's always back of house. What about being a prompter or doing the announcements in the interval? I'm an actor, not a flaming dog's body. I'm on national TV, for God's sake. Perhaps that's it. Maybe some people are getting fed up with seeing you, Hancock. Well, thanks very much for your support, Sid. Some agent you turned out to be. No, there must be another reason why I'm not getting the jobs. Wait a minute. I'm just remembering what an old actor friend of mine, Nadine Dorries, warned me about. It's the Pantomime Mafia, isn't it? Pantomime Mafia? What's that when it's at home? You've got to keep your ear to the ground, Sid. Haven't you heard? There's a rumour going round about a group of lovies running our industry, and if you upset them, that's it. You're finished. One poor fellow had his favourite teddy nailed to his dressing room door. I'd forget about the Pantomime Mafia if I were you, Hancock. You ain't ever going to find out if it's true, are you? It's just a conspiracy theory. It has the stench of truth about it, Sid. I think you may be wrong there. Back of house? What about back of horse? Sid, I've just had an idea, but keep it zipped. You know that plan I told you about, Sid? It's coming to fruition. Look at my advert in the local rag on page 26. Here it is. Pantomime horse wanted. Must be experienced. £12 an hour. Contact 23 Railway Cuttings, East Cheam. Why on earth have you put that in? What idiot is going to answer that?
Good evening, nay, Willie Tally-ho.
And here's the idiot.
I may be an idiot, but I bet you like to rhyme me.
Must have come in answer to my advert, Neddy.
Oh, goody, I've come to the right place. Otherwise you might have thought I was a bit stupid, wouldn't you?
Yes, it's the right place, all right, but the bit about being stupid, I expect you're used to that, aren't you?
No, stop messing about. Oh, why do you need a pantomime horse?
Well, you know, I've always wondered what it's like to be a pantomime horse. It's on my bucket list, you know, along with rally driving with Freddie Flintoff and swimming with sharks using David Attenborough's bait.
You're a bit of a boy, ain't you? Yes, you've chosen well. Being a pantomime horse is the most wonderful, the most marvellous experience you can have.
I see you've just got the front half of the costume. I'd like to give it a go in the front, please.
Oh, no, I'm always in the front. You can go in the rear end. The children would know if I wasn't up front, we'd get booed.
Yes, well, we wouldn't want that, would we? Oh, what's it like being in the rear end of a pantomime horse?
As a matter of fact, it's dreadful. Nowhere near as wonderful as being in the front. I did it once, never again.
Seeing as it's your horse, it looks like I haven't got a choice. However, I presume you're already booked in pantomime this year, Mr. Dettol.
Oh, yes, every year I do dobbing in boots.
Don't you mean pussy boots?
No, dobbing. I don't like cats. This is a horse, isn't it? If you want to do puss in boots, you'll have to find a man who does cats, won't you?
Well, in that case, I fancy being your backside.
I beg your pardon?
You know what I mean. I'd like to fill your backside. So you're doing panto after all, Hancock? Your days as an agent are numbered, Sid. I'm going incognito as the back half of a pantomime horse. The theatre Mafia won't know it's me in the horse, which is obviously why they didn't try and block my partner, Frankie Dettol, and Dobbin. Well, jolly good. The most important thing is you've got a job, Hancock. Perhaps you'll stop moaning now. No, it's not, Sid. The important thing is I can now spy on the theatre Mafia without them knowing. The worm has turned. The worm? Oh, I thought you were a pantomime horse. Yes, indeed. Me and Frankie Dettol are appearing in Dobbin in Boots in West Yule. I'll have a wire attached to me, not so I can fly around West Yule Theatre, you understand, but so I can record everything the Mafia have to say. Then I will pounce. Dobbin in Boots. Is that a new one? I've never heard of it. So Frankie Dettol says it's a traditional pantomime that the Druids used to do, and it was revived by the Templars and then the Freemasons. Got a ticket if you want it. Try and stop me, Hancock. I wouldn't miss you as the rear end of a pantomime horse for nothing. Indeed it is, Sid. Dobbin is Hancock's Trojan pantomime horse.
Ooh, it's first night. Thrilling. I always get first night nerves. I'm all a quiver. I can't hardly control myself.
So I've noticed. I can tell you're excited because you keep passing wind. I'm suffocating in here.
Sorry about that. It's an occupational hazard. Try not to breathe. It's called pantomime horse breathing.
Don't breathe. Can't I do your end?
I beg your pardon? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, put another way, who usually watches your backside?
I'm sorry. I presume you mean Gerard.
So, what happened to him?
It's rather sad, it is. He did it for 40 years, man and boy. Then one day he passed out and never came round.
Yes, I can imagine.
Now, do you know what to do?
I'm beginning to pick it up. Don't breathe and don't pass out. Don't worry, I'm a professional, but no one must know you've got Tony Hancock in here.
Don't worry, your guilty little secret is safe with me.
Don't forget our secret signal. When I give you a tug, you have to manoeuvre me so I can talk to Christopher Muggins and challenge him on stage in front of the audience and make him admit he's in the pantomime Mafia.
Well, if you have to, I quite like Christopher Muggins. He used to be friends with my rear end. He had a go once where you are.
So what happened?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. He passed out and nearly died.
Need your assurances, Frankie. You're not one of them, are you?
Depends what you mean.
I mean, you're not one of the pantomime Mafia, of course.
No, of course not. Now, don't forget your choreography. Just follow whatever I do.
Struth, what's that spell? Do you suffer from BO as well, Frankie?
Oh no, it's all liniment. Right, here we go. forward, Mr. Hancock. Do the thing like I showed you. 2-1, 2-1. You put your left leg in, your left leg out.
Hang on, I need a rest.
Alright, over to the fountain, then you can have a sit down. Now I'll stand up and do another bit of oofing. The audience love it, especially the children.
Ah!
You weren't supposed to fall over, Mr. Hancock. You're not dead, are you?
No, I slipped. I think I've thrown a boot. Right, get me back up and pointing in the direction of Christopher Muggins.
Hello, here he is. It's your hero, Christopher Muggins.
Hello, boys and girls. Oh my goodness, it's Dobbin. Are you all right, Dobbin? You fell at the first sentence, didn't you, dear? Hello again, Frankie. Hello, Gerard. How are you? Obviously feeling better, or you wouldn't be here, would you?
I'm not Gerard Muggins.
It's all right, boys and girls. Dobbin's not hurt. If you're not Gerard, who are you then?
It's me, Tony Hancock from the TV. Hancock's Arthur.
How did you get the job? You're barred from the world of panto.
So, you are part of the Pantomime Mafia, Muggins.
Wait a minute, boys and girls. Dobbin isn't very well. He's going to have to be put down.
Oh, don't worry, boys and girls. Dobbin is just fine. It's the Dame Christopher Muggins who's going to be put down, because he's really a villain who is in the Pantomime Mafia. Boo! There's loads of them. Thumper, Bambi, Miss Moneypenny and Dr. No. Which one are you, Muggins?
Right, boys and girls, I'd like to introduce my assistant, Cruella de Vil. She's a karate champion, aren't you, Cruella? And I am in the Mafia. Boo! And I am the one they call Thumper. Look behind you, Hancock.